everybody. Today we have HP EliteBook 660 G11. Very nice 16-inch laptop with Intel Core Ultra 7 processor, 32GB memory, full HD screen and big storage, 1TB SSD drive. Today we'll take it apart and see what we can replace, maybe upgrade and fix. So we have to start with those Phillips screws. There's 5 of them. Next, try the bottom. Use only plastic tool. The metal will scratch the surface. It's not gonna be nice anymore. Alright, the bottom is out. So now after you open the bottom, you have access to most of the parts. Let's start with the battery. You have to disconnect it. Alright. Now there is no screws. That's interesting. So just slide it to the right and take it out. Here we have the part number for the battery, replace with spare, and that's the part number. Now here we have memory. So even in case if you're planning on upgrading your laptop, lift up this cover. Alright, memory cover. Here we have the battery, so spread those arms and the memory will go out. That's the DDR5 memory. So this laptop came with 2x16, but you can upgrade it up to 64 GB. Now here we have the Wi-Fi card. Unplug the antenna and one screw, Phillips screw. That's our Wi-Fi card. Look for the part number here. Now here we have SSD drive, that's our storage. So unscrew these 2 screws. That's the cover, that's the actual drive. That's the NVMe SSD drive. Okay, now we could take out the I/O board. So if your ports are damaged, not working, the USB port or internet, then you can replace this board. Okay, so we're gonna have to lift the motherboard up to disconnect it from the motherboard. So let's do the fan now and the heatsink. Alright, the fan is unscrewed. Unplug the connector. Let's see. Oh, now we can take it out. So it's easy to replace the fan. In case if your fan is making noise, grinding noise, or not spinning, replace it. If the cooling is bad, consider replacing the heatsink. 4 screws. Now be gentle to lift it without bending the heatsink. It's not gonna work anymore. Alright, here we have the part number. Alright, now let's unplug all the cables and we'll be unscrewing the motherboard. So this is the video cable. Lift the clip. Alright, I always close the connector. They're very fragile. We don't want to break them. Unplug speaker connector. Alright. Oh, we can take out the speakers. Alright, here we have the part number for the speaker. Now unplug the touchpad. Unplug the keyboard. This is fingerprint reader. Unplug it from the motherboard. If you need to replace it, unscrew the bracket. And now you have to push it out. That's our fingerprint reader board. Okay, now we can probably take out the motherboard. Let's take out these screws. See if it's coming out. Oh yeah. Perfect. So now we can unplug the cable for the I/O board. Okay. Here we have the part number for the motherboard. Okay, so now we can unscrew hinges and we will be able to take out the screen. I have to admit, HP has very good design. You can fix all the parts comparing to Dell, where some parts are soldered on the motherboard. HP does better job. Okay, now let's take out the keyboard Palmrest assembly. Bam. We could also take out the touchpad, it's very easy. 6 screws, that's the connector which is already unplugged, and it will pop out. You cannot replace the keyboard, it's riveted to the palmrest. So if your keyboard stops working, some keys are mistyping, then replace the whole palmrest keyboard assembly. Okay, and that's our display. So if you have problems, you can replace the display. And that's it for today. See you guys in the next one.